Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 8 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Iroquois. Hopefully in this video things are going to go slightly better than they did in some of the previous ones, and we might even be able to win a war or two. We do still have a few truces to wait for though. Lose the stability, lose some base tax, gain some base tax elsewhere, or gain some national unrest and reduce monthly autonomy change for 10 years. Can we afford to lose the stability? Well, yes, because we could bump it up. We'd lose one base tax in Onondaga, but we'd gain a base tax in two different provinces. We would technically make more money, I think. So 121, I think we'll go ahead and do that. Now, we do have a building in Onondaga that does increase our tax income, but that should be okay. So let's go ahead and boost stability. It's only 82. Might as well go up to 3, you know, because that'll really help with the income. But yeah, we are going to have to go ahead and fight these guys at some time. Are you currently in a war? You are in a war against Abenaki. You're actually a defender against Abenaki. We've got a truce with you, though, until God knows when. Potawan would even potentially come in and help with this one. So would the Micmac and Lenape, though. That's the problem here. When is this truce up? August of 98. Yeah, August of 1498. So that's potentially problematic. Now, I was waiting for something that was going to happen. Oh, that was it. Our diplomatic reputation is about to go up. We'll keep doing this. I mean, normally it goes in our favour. There's an 80% chance that it will. And we lose the stability, which is unfortunate. But you know what? We're just going to go right ahead and bump that stability up. We need the money right now. Here's Portugal. So I fully expect that we will be seeing some colonies very soon. We are renewing loans. Are we at our force limit? We are not. We can get 2 more soldiers, or two more divisions, or whatever you want to call them. So we'll do that. We can take land force limit modifier, or we can take land leader shock. I think we'll take the modifier and just try and have a bigger army, if we can. That's really what we want to go for here. So that should put us up to about, what, 22, 23? 24, actually. That is quite decent there. Again, we lack the funds at the moment to be able to do that. But we won't forever, so that will work out quite nicely for us. Now, we do have a CB against you. And Potawan would come in on that one, no questions asked. Unfortunately, we do still have that truce. And we would want to take as much from Potawan as possible. Yeah, 98. Lose the stability or lose 24 ducats. The game really doesn't want me to have stability, does it? I keep paying for the stability because having stability gives me additional money. And there's not an awful lot we can do with the admin power at the moment. We will need it later on because we are going to want to westernise. But for the time being, I want to stay as close to 3 stability as possible. So I do have a reconquest CB against these guys. Potawan will come in. Unfortunately, the Shawnee won't. Maybe we should try and improve our relations up here with them a little bit more. Be nice if you actually came over and helped us from time to time. I know it's quite far away, which is the reason they don't want to come over here. It's understandable, but at the same time, it's really annoying. So let's continue trying to build up this army. Of course, that's not helping our manpower mission at all, and we'll fail that the moment we go to war, but at least we did have the mission in place. Are you guys still at war? No, you now have a truce. Yeah, you're in your own little federation down there. I wonder how many troops they've got. Let's have a quick look at the ledger. Military, armies. Picot have... they've got manpower. At the moment, they have no army at all. That's interesting. Lenape have 8,000. Picot have 0. And... who's the other one? The Micmac. The Micmac have 11,000, but no manpower. So that's only 19,000 men at the moment. Of course, that's still a problem, but we can outdo that number. We still need to wait for the truce to go away. But we can outdo that number. We're not quite there yet. Might require us taking some more loans. Which is something I'm not beyond doing. There's enough money to grab another one. And if we can jump on these guys really quickly and kill them... Because we could literally jump on this 8 stack and kill it quick. Before Peacock get a chance to rebuild their army. And hopefully they don't do it too quickly. Yeah, they haven't rebuilt any yet. So I'm assuming they've got, like, no money and they've disbanded their army. So we might have the option of getting some stuff done here. I would like to get my force limit up as high as possible. There's no point me taking out a big stack of loans in order to try and increase my force limit right now. Simply because we don't have the manpower to do that anyway. But we definitely could jump on... Unfortunately, jumping on these guys is in the hills, which is a bit of a problem. So we could try and bait them to come and attack me and then jump on top of them. That is one possibility. But yeah, I'm definitely going to spend every ducat I've got trying to build my army up as much as possible. Those truces should be expiring, right, August. So we need to wait until next month. We've got a Humiliate Rivals CB, but I'd sooner take all my stuff back, to be honest. Let's go and stop fabricating a spy network on you, because that's pretty pointless. Again, we've got no manpower, so doing this is a huge risk. But I think we can afford to wait a little bit. We don't need to do it right now. We can probably wait until we get up to 1,000 manpower and squeeze another one out. Again, we'll just take the 10 Diplo. But yeah, then we will be attacking. Is there any way we can get in here without crossing a river? No, there's rivers all the way around there. So a lot of these provinces are surrounded by rivers, which makes life really, really difficult for us. But we could sort of wait for them to run into us. Could we get a military advisor that would help things? National manpower modifier. Fort defense is pretty useless. Land force limit modifier is not too bad. So we could have even more men. But again, without having the money to be able to support it, or the manpower to be able to support it, it's all a little bit pointless. This will take us up to 21k. And yeah, I'm getting really itchy to pull the trigger now. But I will want to put my army maintenance up, and obviously that'll cost me quite a bit of money when we do that. But yeah, every single way into their province is across a river. Let's have a quick look at the ledger again. The Peacocks still haven't built up any troops. The Micmacs still have 11,000. And Lenape still have 8,000. So the numbers haven't really changed. So we could probably just march through and go and beat up on the Micmac first. Which is probably what we want to try and do. Because they've got the larger army. What are we at? Force limit rise, 21. I'd love to be at 22. I would really love to be at 22. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait until we can get our 22nd unit. And then we should have more units than both of them put together. So, come on. Was that enough? And then we will wait until that unit is ready. We'll put our army maintenance up to full. I'm hoping these guys try and attack me, actually. Okay, there we go. So there's our unit. Let's go and slow things down, because I don't want to make mistakes like I did the last time. So we want to go and put our maintenance up to full. We're still making money, actually, even with maintenance at full, which is nice. We'll have one extra check on the advisor. Is there anyone we could get that would give us a bonus? No. I was looking to see if we got anyone that gave us, like, bonus morale or anything like that, and we don't have anyone. As we haven't declared war yet, let's just go back up to speed 4, just so we can get our... morale up as quickly as possible. We've lost an advisor, so we've actually lost our admin guy at the moment, which is unfortunate. But I think for now we actually run without the advisor and we save the money, so we could probably do with that. We are now at full maintenance, so let's one final check at the ledger. The Pequot still have 0 men. They do have some manpower, but they have 0 men. Lenape 8,000. Pennicott. No, Pequot. Who else are we looking for? Lenape, Micmac 11,000. So if I was to declare war on the Pequot, the Potawatomi would come in. And we don't want to humiliate, we want to take back our stuff. So let's go ahead and confirm that. Now then, will you try and move in on me? We've failed our mission, which was to be expected. Rival of our rival. Who was that to increase our relationship with? Caddo. Where is Caddo? Miami, Huron, Caddo. Let's start improving relations over there then. Let's move you guys all over into this one province, because you might well come over here and try and take my capital. And exactly what he's going to try and do. Now, we are taking some attrition here, but that's fine. Where are you moving into? Kagwa. So let's move you in here. You're going to arrive on the 10th of August. So let's just move straight in. Now, this is hills, but there's no river crossing. He's severely outnumbered. Unfortunately, we do take the terrain penalty. Powhatan are doing okay down there. That's fantastic. So, where are you going to retreat to? In fact, let's go ahead and split this army up. We'll take half of you down here. You've got some siege. We'll take you down there. And you can sort of follow on. We'll go and try and siege these guys out now. Looks like it might work much better this time around. And we're going to take our stuff back. Looks like they're going to get smashed, and they did. You guys can go over there and take those guys out. Why are Abenaki in on this? What am I missing here? Because they're showing as an ally. It's just because they're in the same federation, but they're not actually part of the war. Okay, that's fine. Let's split some units off here. Because I want to make sure that we are controlling as many of these provinces as possible. Because we don't want our AI companions getting them all. So disease outbreak down there is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and just grab... We've got no manpower again, which is another problem. So let's just go ahead and grab another couple from there. So start taking some of these provinces. We're going to take our stuff back. It is time. There's nothing really that those guys can do now, because they're going to be fully sieged in a moment, so... Obviously, because of all these disease outbreaks and things, it means we can't actually complete a lot of these sieges, but it's worth just keeping units standing on them, because it stops them from being able to pop up. And we're going to separate piece these other two guys out as well. Because what we might be able to do is do something interesting with them. So that'll be good. Those guys are going to get control of that. I'm not sure what they're going to do with it. So I'm not too worried about that. Now, we don't want to stand around and loot these provinces, because they are going to be my own provinces anyway. So looting them is a little bit silly. Detach a siege there and get the rest of you home. So let's just go back up to speed 4 now. And what we can do as well is we can actually go and reduce our maintenance a bit. I mean, we might as well. We don't have any manpower to reinforce, so we're not in any danger of being attacked here, so we should be okay. We can repay a loan. Let's do it. Peace offer from Micmac. Not yet. Well, actually, we could go and see what they would offer in a peace deal. So we can't take their province. We could make them a vassal. We could go slightly over our limit and make them a vassal. I think we should. And you can give me all your money as well. You won't actually accept that demand. Why not? -1. You can wait then. We will wait. Next month. +1. Send demand. There we go. So you are now my vassal. And we've got money. We can build buildings. We should probably pay off loans. 50% cheaper advisor costs. I'm not going to build any of these at the moment because there's probably some of them available in these in the provinces that we lost. So we'll wait until we get provinces back before we worry about building anything. Let's go ahead and finish that one off now. So now that that is done, we can get to a point now where we start working on the on our tech, so we can reform our government. So we need to get a total of 18 technology levels. We currently only have 4. We've got these guys, which is exactly what we wanted. So let's go and speak with you. Sue for peace. And we can just take your province straight up. So let's go ahead and do that, because it's one less vassal. So thank you very much. Mine. We will need to core it, but that's alright, because we've got loads of admin points. We've finished over here, so let's bring you home. And we want to sue for peace here. And, well, that was ours, that was ours, that was ours, that was mine, and that only leaves you with this one, so yeah, I'll take that as well. And how about all of your money? You don't have any. Yeah, that's why they weren't doing anything. Send demand, there you go, the war is over, we have all of their stuff. Abenaki has been kicked out of our federation, that is fine, repay a loan. Let's get as many of these loans repaid off as we can then. Buildings, right, we can build the cheaper advisors. We should build both of these actually. So, cheaper advisor cost and +1 diplomatic reputation. So let's get both of those built. We can make a state. I think there's only one that we can choose, of course. Which would make us a little bit more money, so let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll just go ahead and make a core. So we've got a little bit of overextension, that will go away. We're taking some attrition here, so if it'll just let me split the army up a little bit. In fact, we'll put one army down here, we'll put one army over here, just because these weren't originally our provinces. So how much money are we now making? Almost 2 ducats a month. Is this still a colony? It is still a colony. Culture is the wrong culture. But we'll go ahead and send the colonist, because it's almost finished. That colonist should flip the culture back over, so that's fine. That solves that problem. Still out of manpower. What was the mission that I took? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, improve relations with Caddo. Should have done that, actually. I was just going to say that should have happened. It literally just happened. Repay loan, repay loan. That is now done. Manpower reserves need to recover. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to actually fight anyone for a little while. Because we don't really have anyone that we can pick on. Abenaki are no longer in our little group, though. So we could potentially declare a war over here. We don't have a... do you have any allies? Okay, let's pause. You have no allies, and we don't have a truce with you. Do you know what, then? That seems like a perfect time to jump in and get something done. So let's go ahead and just put our maintenance back up. Still making money, even at that amount of maintenance. Let's just go ahead and teleport the general over here. We should be able to beat them up relatively easily. And then we should be able to take yet another province, and that'll start making us a bit more powerful. And then hopefully we'll get powerful enough to be able to go over here and deal with Huron. We've had to renew a few loans, unfortunately, but that is fine. So you guys declare war. What do we want here? Gain 2 unrest or move some base tax around? Reduces national unrest, though. No, we don't mind taking the unrest. We don't need our ally to come in, so we're just going to go ahead and confirm. Okay, we failed our mission. We're going to run straight in here and try and kill you guys if we can. You'll probably run straight back to your own province, which indeed you do. So this should go ahead and stack wipe you. And indeed it does. So now we can reduce the maintenance down again. And we're still making decent money even with the colony going. Improve our prestige. I'd love to be able to do that, but getting your prestige up is pretty damn difficult in this game now. So I think we'll just leave that as it is. We might want to get a new advisor though. Yearly prestige could be nice, because our prestige ain't great. Let's get yearly prestige, and we will take the mission just in case. It's not like we can do anything better with it. Military advisor. Again, we can't really afford to hire an advisor at the moment. Better relations over time could be nice. We'll wait until we've got a little bit more money. Obviously, we want to wait until this war has finished, but we might even get some more money from these guys. And of course, the Micmac are our vassal, so we can integrate them later. But that should make it a little bit easier to go and attack Huron, who I believe are now my only rival again. Yeah, they are. And if we go and have a look at those guys and see what they're up to. They've got a few alliances, but they're also in quite a big federation, so dealing with them might be difficult. But not impossible. So we'll certainly deal with that. Caddo are about to get absolutely slaughtered anyway. And there we go, we have a 100% war score. So let us go over here, sue for peace. Now then, this was a relocate CB, so we can force them to move. We can't take anything from them. So we can say where we want them to move to. We can get them to give us war reps. So move to Sokoki. And that require... I don't actually mind you being there. So do you know what? As I don't mind you being there, let's clear that offer. Let's just take war reps from you and let's just take all of your money. Because that essentially means that you're not going to be able to cause any problems. And you can give up your claims on me as well. Send demands. Job done. The war is over. This army's black flagged. So you need to get back over here. But that solves that. And now we have a little bit more money in the bank. Obviously, we do still have some loans to pay off. Anywhere that gives us a tax modifier that would give us a decent amount of tax. It's definitely worth getting one over here. So let's go and do that. And that's where I'm going to end the video for today. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as the Iroquois. I'll see you next time. And until then, goodbye for now.